So conditional formatting. This is a question I get asked loads of times, and the answer should be easy, but it can be a little bit tricky. What they want to do, and if we look at this example here on screen, is they want the whole row to change colour, not just the one word. So let me give you an example. So here we've got some invoices, the amount, a date, and whether they've been paid or not. And a lot of people, they want to write something in, we'll put some text in the word paid, there we go. And if we look in E3, I put in the word paid, and you'll see the whole line changes colour. So normally with conditional formatting, it is just the cell. So this is fairly easy to achieve. You just got to remember the steps because it's not quite the same as normal conditional formatting. So let's jump in and see how this is done. So first of all, we need to go into conditional formatting. So I'm going to click on E2 where I want this to be effective, and I'm going to go up to the conditional formatting button on the ribbon. That's that one there. There we are. Sorry about the square, went a bit wrong there. Okay, let's go to conditional formatting, and from the conditional formatting we are going to choose new rule. So in this box, there's quite a lot going on in it. We're going to choose the last option, which is use a formula to determine which cells to format. That one there. There's a couple of things we need to fill in on this, so let me just point this out first. So there's this bit here, and then there is this bit here, and then we're also going to be formatting. So there's going to be 3 bits we're going to need to do. So let's click in where it says format values, where this formula is true. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on E2, and I want to say E2 equals, and then in quotation marks, the word paid. Close my quotation marks at the end. Now the other thing I need to do, and just be careful to use your mouse here, don't use your arrow keys. I'm going to delete the second dollar. So I didn't put that in. Excel automatically puts in $E $2, which means it will always use E2, and when it's copied down it won't change. So I need to get rid of one of those dollars so that when it copies down it does change to E3 and E4. So I'm going to delete the second dollar, so it should say dollar and then the cell. So in this case, $E2 equals paid. So just play around with that. Just you might need to do it a couple of times to get it right, but that's what you should end up with. So that's the first bit. Let's go and set the format. So click on the word format, and this is nice and easy. I can just choose a colour. Just be careful to make sure you're in the fill part. That's there. And then choose OK. And OK. So at the moment it's only done one cell, which is not what I wanted it to do because we're not quite there yet. So let's stay on the table, make sure your cursor's on the table, come back to conditional formatting, and this time we're going to go to manage rules. So here's the bit we need to change, because at the moment it's saying applies to, and it's only looking at cell E2. So what I can do 2 things. I could either get rid of that E2, so this don't forget this is the applies to, and I can click over on the table, and then I could just do a Control A and select everything. So that has applied that to everything that's been selected. So if you look at here, it applies to A2 to E35. The other thing I could do, because it's applying it to a table, is reference the table. So if I said equals TBLIMV, so it's the table name, and then choose apply, can you see it's worked? So you could do both depending on what you remember, but it's also reverted to the range. Choose OK, and what we've got now is, I'm just going to test this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete one of the word paid, and if you delete them it disappears, they're not green, and then if you put the word paid in, they go back green again. So it's working, and it's working for the whole line. And let's just double check. We're going to put a new one in at the bottom. So let's put in, let's say 1000, and we're going to put in ABC, and we're going to make an amount, and we're going to put a date, and I'm going to put paid in, and let's see if yes, it carries on down. So this reverts back to the fact that the original data was a table. It's bringing that conditional formatting down as I go along. So I really hope this video's helped. It's a question I get asked a lot, and I think it should be much easier to do this, but There we go. But hopefully if you follow it along just step by step, it'll be easy and it'll work for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and there are a couple of other videos on my channel about conditional formatting. Have fun and good luck with it.